Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read for Monday the 13th of May. The What's Cracking read was a little confirming, self-confirming I guess. I woke up this morning thinking the same thing, where are we all in our journey? What sort of things can I do to move stability? That's interesting. What sort of things can I do now, to move to my next step, to work on myself? So I've done a lot of childhood healing. I feel really good where I am. I do. I think I've sorted out a lot of stuff, but I know it must be hard for people going through the same journey, trying to understand what does the universe require of us to move us forward. And what are we doing? I meet people who are very stuck in their past and find it very difficult to move forward. But I guess you can only take little steps, tiny steps at a time. Using the Pagan Tarot here, and the card we have out is the card of the Emperor. Now the Emperor did come out in the main read today, in the mini read. The Emperor talks of a person who is well educated, knowledgeable, very much upstanding in their community, well respected. It also is the male component of the twin flame. So he seems to be, rearing his head at the moment. There are a lot of people out there who are actually coming into union. So it is starting to happen. Behind that, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So this talks about planting seeds for your future, waiting patiently, doing all the things you need to do while you're waiting. This is the Six of Swords. So this is about moving away from something that no longer serves you. We see the building burning down in the background and the boat moving forward into calmer waters, no longer to return. Ten of Swords behind that. So definitely closing out a very negative cycle here, but ready to let go of the past here, ready to let go of negative thinking and move forward. So they're very, very much moving towards the future, planting seeds for what's happening and what's going on. With the Emperor card up here, you could be feeling that Emperor energy yourself at the moment. So it could be that because you've got everything in order, you're starting to feel, mighty fine here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. So you're seeing cards from the What's Cracking reading too. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight because this is based in the earth signs. So the earth signs are seen as planners, trying to do things in a very organized way. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo that you're working with, which too came up in the What's Cracking read, but it's more likely an energy of things just going very, very slowly at the moment while they're unfolding here. Okay, so then we have the Three of Pentacles. So you're eager to move forward and work on something new. You have it in your mind that that's what you want to do. You may be sort of trying to build your own business, build your own work life, whatever it is for you. You're making plans for the future, which means that you are putting things in place for your own stability here. Six of Cups also came out in the What's Cracking reading. So this is about going back to the past, reminiscing, nostalgia. It's sometimes, about your childhood, spending time thinking about what happened in your childhood and how you can use that energy to work on yourself. Seven of Swords coming in. So the Seven of Swords can talk about dishonesty, stealing, betrayal, but it can also talk about you understanding how to pack your thoughts and ideas up and move forward. You may be doing this in a very quiet way without people noticing how you're doing that. So you may be just taking time out to do it. Trying to bring stability here. Ace of Pentacles, brand new start, very stable new start, I might add. Eight of Cups coming in here. So again, walking away from things that no longer serve you, understanding what you want in your life. Hanged Man. So taking time out to look at things from a very different perspective. I feel the work you guys are doing here. We have the Fool here, which talks about a brand new start. We have the Strength card, which tells me you're in a position now to accept, to move forward. And we have the Devil card here. So no longer relying on things that don't serve you. Okay, let's have a good look at this reading. So this talks about in the mini reader here, you moving away from things that no longer serve you. You've transformed yourself. It's like you're understanding how to move forward, how to sort of seize the day here. You're looking for stability. I feel like this is your energy coming up as the Emperor energy, both here and in the What's Cracking reading. It's like you have everything in order now. So you're starting to feel like you've dealt with a lot of this stuff from your past, but there's a lot of people moving away from things because they know they don't serve their higher purpose here. So a lot of you moving away from and building your own stability here. So really understanding that you don't have to have things in your life with this Devil card that no longer serve you. So for some of you, this is about codependency. It's about being able to walk forward, move forward in your own energy, not relying on someone else. So for some of you, this is about your comfort in being single. So you're no longer worried about being with a partner. You know you can provide for yourself and comfort and look after yourself the way you need to. You've provided your own stability here by walking away from things. There was something that came up just then and I've sort of fleeted past it. I feel like for some of you here, this has been a lot of work on your childhood stuff, but you've sort of, I love that you've got the Devil card sitting here saying to me that you've moved away from your codependency. It's a tough job getting away from codependency, you know, believing that you need someone in your life to make you complete. That's a big journey here for some of you. And because the energy is so strong here, there must be a lot of people who've understood life by yourself or on your own is a life worth living. Because I know that, not just me, but I know that there are a lot of people who find it very difficult to be alone or by themselves. And they do rely on having someone in their life to, you know, spend time with or to be with. But it's about having the right person there. And I feel like there's a lot of people who've walked away from relationships because they realise it's not what they want. They're not clinging on because they're scared to be alone. So that codependency from the Devil card tells me that. Also tells me that there are some of you who've walked away from other addictions and obsessions as well. So it can be obsessing about a past lover, obsessing about a past relationship, obsessing about the past full stop. So this is about being able to let go of that obsession, not looking back all the time, not being angry with the past, not being hurt by the past. It's being able to understand that your life starts from this very moment and you move forward. And while the past is nice to visit for the good times, you don't dwell on the bad things that happen, which a lot of people do. And I see even comments on this channel where people talk about their past like it's still part of their present. There is no time left now. Whatever's gone is gone. You can't do anything about it. Holding on to anger and not forgiving is just hurting you. It's not hurting. The other person doesn't know. The other person doesn't probably care. Actually, probably doesn't give a shit about what's happening to you in your life. They've done what they've done. They've moved on. And you're carrying the pain around with you. So what this tells me is for a lot of you here, you've understood that you take the pain and you forgive and you move forward. You do not sit in your past. It's not where you belong. So I changed my thinking on that probably going back about 15 years ago now when I read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it really knocked my socks off because I realised the value of living in the moment, not living in the future or the past. And when I find myself doing one or the other, I go, okay, why am I going back to the past, or why am I looking too far forward? Because none of them serve me. Time is only now. We are only here in this moment. That's it. There is nothing else. So I feel like a lot of you have come to this great understanding about living in the now, understanding that things do not serve you, being able to walk away from people, places and situations that no longer serve your purpose. You're able to let them go now, because you're understanding that there's only now and what happens from here on inwards. So, very nice reading. But both of them today, this is about listening to your intuition. So you really are, because you're now in this place where you're feeling very comfortable with who you are, you're now listening to your higher self, which is where you need to be. That's how you achieve divine timing. It's how you get your vibration high. all of these things is how you get your vibration high. So good work, everybody. Really, really nice. But both readings are about that today. So obviously people needed to hear that they were on the right track, going in the right direction, doing the great work you're doing, and waiting for your path to open up to you, because it's on its way. Maybe slow, but we've got brand new starts here, brand new starts of stability, brand new starts of security coming in. Thanks, everyone.